Hey, what's up, you guys? Marty Schwartz here from GuitarJams.com. I was saying a month or two ago that I was working on some slide stuff, and I'm still just kind of learning. But I found this melody to be a great one to practice your slide skills with. Plus, it's just a classic. You know, a lot of people want to be able to play this, even that don't play slide guitar. My guitar is in standard tuning, and I worked it out to where, we're basically just going to be using the G and the D string. So I hope you enjoy it. Also, I have more lessons at GuitarJams.com, my website. There's a link for it right down there below this box. Also, I have other links to my social media stuff. I really appreciate that support. But enough of that stuff. Let's zoom in. I'm going to break this down right now, have a little fun playing slide guitar.
Here we go!
All right, we're in standard tuning. And I worked it out. I mean, this is definitely the melody, but I worked it out where we're just going to use the G string and the D string to be able to play the whole thing, and this is great practice for your slide technique. I was saying earlier, and a month ago or so, I've only just started messing around with slide, so we're right in the same boat. Some of the things for slide is we want basically our finger to be lined up right on top of the metal fret of the note we want. So for instance, if we want the 12th fret on the G string, then we want our finger to be dab center over this line. Watch. Okay, another thing that I've been working on a lot, and this is what's going to be cool for the beginner slide players out there with the G and D string, we're going to use our pointer finger, our index finger on the G string, and then we're going to use our thumb on the notes that we need for the D string. And so then with the rest of my thumb, I'm muting the A and E string right there. Okay? And then with the rest of my fingers, I am letting them mute the B and high E string. So when I hit that note, every string's being muted except the G string, which I'm plucking with my index finger. See? Just like that. Everything else is getting muted. And then when we get to that D string, okay? So those are the basic techniques. The other thing, besides getting the index finger right over the top of the note that we want over that metal fret, is that either with your index finger or your middle finger that's free, you want to lightly be muting the strings behind the slide. If you do this, you hear that more springy, buzzy sound. But then when you cover your fingers, it just mutes it just enough. I mean, we're talking lightly touching it, buffering it. Okay, so that kind of thing. So now let's learn the melody, but what I'll do is I'll show you the frets first, and then we'll turn it into slide playing. So we've got the 12th fret, and we're going to slide into it. Then the 11th fret, so we got wee, wee, woo. We're kind of sliding into the notes. Wee, wee, woo. Now check this out. Just sliding 11, 12, 9. Then to 7. All with one pick. Check it out. Then back up. 7, 9, 11. Just like that. Then we kind of release it and then slide up from 7 to 9. You put that all together. One more time, slow. now let's turn that into the slide guitar. Try and think of those techniques I talked about earlier. And then I'm using quite a bit of gain on a pedal, just like, like a tube screamer pedal. I've turned the volume down so you can hear my voice and instruction and, can hear it through this camera. But so look at that right hand. Everything's being muted except for that. See that? And you got to just look right at those metal frets. See that? So finally we got to get over to the D string, and that's when my index is done, it comes down and mutes that G string, and then my thumb is picking that. So everything's muted except for the D string with my thumb. And even if you're switching back and forth, the other finger needs to mute. When you're hitting that and then you're hitting that, then the other finger mutes. So you got to work on that. So check it out from the top. Okay, now we're going to slide it down, which is 9 to 7 on the G, and then 9 to 10 on the D. And when you're playing the slide, right over the metal brackets, the metal frets. From the top. And the point when I slide this down and then hit, so right when I do that with my index finger, and then I'm going to as soon as I'm going to the D string, the G string's getting muted by my index finger. One of the biggest, I think, obstacles with playing slide guitar well, which I'm still working on personally, like I said, it's all that right hand muting the strings that you don't want, and only hearing the string ring out that you're going for. So the next move, da, 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 ba, which would be 10, 10, 10, 9, 10 on the D. So, but with the slide, see, as soon as I let go of that, and I start to hit my thumb on the D, I'm muting the G. Now I'm sliding down to here, down to the 5th fret on the D string, right from 10 to 5. So I'm going next door from the 5th on the D to the G. 7, 5, 7. All the way up to, let's see, what do we got? 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So I'm sliding down from 19 to 17 on the G, and then hitting 19 on the D, and then sliding back up from 17 to 19 on the G. It'd just be like up here on the high E root. But we're doing it from here, so we can hear that slide all the way up. Okay, so check this out from the top. See that? I screwed up a little bit, but from here. See, so we're hearing that. So the second half, it repeats the exact same way. But instead of it just does and then rests. So 11, 12, 11, 9. And then the same as before. That's the same too. So all of that is pretty much exactly the same, except you just take a couple notes out. So here they are together. Starts the same way, takes them out, rest. Same thing. Same thing. So it's just got a little tag right there, which is the same thing we were doing up here. It's like this. But as soon as I hit that 7 on the D, that G is getting muted. Look at my right hand for a second. As soon as my thumb went down, my index started to mute. Then right back onto the... If I don't mute, so when you're muting, and then a slow slide right back to where it starts over. All right, that was it. Hope you got something from that. Remember, I got more lessons at guitarjams.com right down there. Other links, all that stuff. I appreciate the support. We'll see you in another video real soon, I'm sure. Take care.